and welcome to my channel, Single Mom Review. My name is Sherry, and that is spelled C-H-E-R-E. It is spelled a little fancy, but pronounced plain old Sherry. And I'm a full-time high school English teacher, and I also do YouTube videos in my spare time. I do collabs, I do unboxings, I do sales. I sell from my videos. Also, I do PR items on my videos. I just absolutely love YouTube. Today I am jumping on because I'm a part of a collab, which is hosted by the sweetest lady, which is Mary from Mary Catherine Loves Cats. I have pretty much known Mary from the beginning of my YouTube journey, and so blessed to have met her and have formed a friendship with her. The collab is called Temu Summer Vibes. Who doesn't love Temu and who doesn't love summer vibes? As a school teacher, I love me some summer vibes. But anyways, Mary has been doing this collab for a couple of seasons now, several seasons. I have always kind of wanted to get on board. She reached out to me and said, would you like to this season? And I jumped at the chance. I love doing collabs, and I love shopping Temu. Gives me an excuse to shop Temu. I will get more into that, but first of all, I want to go over the other lovely ladies that are in this collab. I actually wrote them down. Of course, I spoke about our wonderful Mary from Mary Catherine Loves Cats. She is the hostess. She also did the thumbnails. She did the ads. She did kind of the trailers or the intros. She's getting her multimedia down. She did a fabulous job. So huge shout out to her for tackling that, because I know I can't. Also, there's Carol from Gardner, Teddy from Nonna's Here, Teresa from Tea Time Adventures, Sue from Reviews with Sue, and Vicky from Miss Jackie Russell. All of these ladies are absolutely fabulous. There will be a playlist down in my description box of all the videos. So do make sure that you go down and click on that, and it will take you to each video so you don't ever miss one. And you want to make sure that you do that because we are all having giveaways. Yeah, giveaways. You have to make sure that you are publicly subscribed to all the channels I just read to you. They are all, like I said, will be in that playlist. And you have to make a comment on every video of this collab, okay? So you want to make sure that you're publicly subscribed to each of us, and make sure that you comment on everybody that's in this collab's video, the video that were Temu Summer Vibes. And that will be the first part of making you eligible for the giveaway. Each channel will also possibly have some other rules that you need to do in order to be eligible for their giveaway. For instance, one of my rules that maybe everybody else doesn't have is I'm going to have a secret word. I will give you that secret word at the end of this video, and you'll use that in your comment, and that's the other part of making you eligible for my giveaway. All of my rules will be down in my description box. I'm not going to take up time going over each one of them. Mine are the same as they always are. You must be 18 years or older. If you have a United States mailing address, you'll get a mystery package of goodies. If you do not have a United States mailing address, I will probably do a gift card or maybe an envelope with some things that I can put in an envelope. Sometimes I can put a little jewelry in there and so forth, and get that over there with little minimal fees. So anyways, it will be some option like that. We'll talk about that, see what we decide. And YouTube nor Temu or anybody else is involved with this giveaway. It is completely mine. And like I said, you want to watch to the end because you want to get that secret word. All right, everybody's giveaways will also end on June the 28th. That's 2 weeks. And so you have 2 weeks to get subscribed to everybody and make sure that you are commenting on everybody's video. Do make sure that you are watching everybody's videos, because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. But if you interact and watch that person's video, you are less likely to get unsubscribed. So make sure that you do that, so that we don't want you to miss out. Have your name drawn and then not be subscribed to someone and they have to pick another winner. That's not fun. All right. So on to Temu. Mary Catherine gave us all plenty enough time to go ahead and order before the tariffs came into effect at the beginning of May. I had a lot of stuff going on with my son's graduation, and I was just dragging my feet. No other really excuse. And I didn't get that done. I did go on and get some other things accomplished that I wanted to get from there before the tariffs started, but I fell through let this fall through the cracks. So then I thought, well, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and order from the local warehouses. And that way you guys, as my subscribers, can see how that worked out for me. I ordered from 2 different warehouses. I wanted one thing from one warehouse, and then I ordered the other 3 things from the other warehouse. And so that way I didn't have a bunch of shipping from multiple warehouses. I think my shipping was a little less than $6, like $5.98 or something, which was okay. I mean, I pay shipping like that. So that wasn't a huge deal. When this arrived, I did go ahead and open it because, as you know, Temu, I think it's within 30 days, you have an option for a refund or a return. And so I thought, I want to see what came from local warehouses, how that's going to match up to what I was used to getting from Temu in China. And so I did open it. Well, you guys are going to see along with me. Wasn't what the pictures were that I ordered. And as after I show you everything that I show you, I'm going to insert a picture of what I saw on the site when I ordered it. And there wasn't a lot of description. So it wasn't like it was telling me this is completely different what you're getting. So much so that when I did reach out to Temu and said I want a refund for all of it, I think I actually maybe said I would keep one thing. They said, sure. And they asked me why. And I said, because your item does not match your description nor your photographs. And they didn't say send it back. They didn't offer me, sometimes they'll offer you, oh, well, you can keep it and we'll take so much off. They gave it all back within that amount. I think they knew their items were not what they were displaying, what they were advertising. So there was not an argument won about getting my money back. And so that, I will say, you know, I'll give Temu that. They stood behind it, knew that. I'm not sure that they knew totally what their local warehouses were doing. And so, you know, maybe that's a good thing. So I can't complain too much because I did get my money back, but I was kind of excited about these products. So let's see. All right. The first thing I ordered was this one. I think is the one that I did not ask for my money back because it did have on there the dimensions. Now, it was also very deceiving, and I'll tell you this part. But it did have the measurements. I'm not very visual, but the pictures that they showed, I thought, okay, that's the front of a door. That's what it looks like. Okay, that's big enough. And I didn't really pay that close of attention to the actual measurements. So it did tell me that it was 8 by 8, which, you know, diameter, 8 diameter. This is probably 8 diameter. I didn't even measure it. But anyways, but the big thing about this, I was super excited to get this. I was ready to put this on my front door. This is what I got. Is that not cute? It says hello summer, but it is that thin. I've ordered from China, same price, so it wasn't like I got this for a steal of a deal. A lot of little door things that I hang outside of my classroom door that they're not hugely thick, but they're like that. They are not like this. I don't even know. That's not even, I don't even, maybe a 1/16 of an inch. I don't even freaking know. It's tiny. They did actually send me, I got a cord if I want to hang it with a cord. But the picture they showed with this, now it does say at the bottom 3D image that they're showing, which meant what I saw was this bow was an actual bow. It was sticking out. You'll see what this looked like on the door. that they showed me in the picture. But how false is that? I mean, it did say down below that this was 2D, two-dimensional, not the three-dimensional. But why show the picture of the three-dimensional? That's only to deceive, and that makes me mad. So anyways, flop on this. The only thing about this is maybe you could tie it to an actual wreath, you know, I don't know. But anyways, flop on that. Was not what I bought it for. It was $7.51. $7.51. Okay. Moving right along. The next three things I got, I have always wanted to do a tiered tray. I've never done a tiered tray. I always say I'm going to do it, haven't done it. And so I thought I could order from one store and order different tiered tray options that I could switch out. So I thought, okay, that's good. That way I'm only paying one shipping and I'm getting 3 different options for the tiered tray. Okay, well, they did give the dimensions and I got all my money back for these 3 things. They did give the dimensions. They gave a picture of the items, okay, and what the size was. And I was like, okay, that's perfect for a tiered tray. They didn't tell me. They didn't give the dimension for that it was only this thin, so it's never going to sit up on a tiered tray by itself if you don't have something propping it up. That's not how a tiered tray works. And so they did, and there was nothing in there that said anything about that. So they did give me my money back from that. So this one is the 4th of July. Okay, this one they called the 4th of July tiered tray decor, and it was $6.43. I have a little rope. If it's supposed to sit on a tiered tray, I don't know why I need this rope. But here we are. And they have holes, I guess the stars. I can make a garland. Okay, take that back. I know what this is for now. All right, I have these stars. Now this would be something I think would be usable. The stars all have holes in them, okay? And you could put this on the rope and make a garland. That, okay, got that. All right, then it has this gnome. This is the thickness of it. It's not even gonna sit up on a tiered tray. Not even gonna sit, okay? Cute, but what am I gonna do with this? All right, here we have another star. Like I said, cute again, but what am I gonna do with this on a tiered tray? Unless I put something behind it and make it, which is not what I purchased. These are adorable, but the width, and like I said, they had the height and the width like this. They didn't have the depth, and so I was fine with this size, but I didn't know it wasn't going to stand up on its own. You showed a picture of it standing up on its own. Here is this little hat. It's cute little. I love the little things here. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with these little thin things. I guess I could make several wreaths. I'm not creative though. Give them to somebody. I may put some in giveaways. People that are crafty would have a heyday and have a super cute wreath with these things. Cute and cute. So very cute. Not usable for what a tiered tray that they advertised it for. All right, the next set that I got was watermelon. It's called the Summer Tiered Tray Decor in Watermelon. And this was $9.79, okay? So I've got a Hello Summer. Once again, not even gonna stand up on its own, okay? I've got a Sweet Summertime. These are so cute, and they're painted very well. They're just a watermelon, a little heart, looks like a watermelon, super cute. I mean, they're so cute. A gnome and a Life is Sweet. Cute, just not usable for a tiered tray. And the last one is, this was the lemon tiered tray decor, and this was $11.57. Okay, this is another one that has a garland. Okay, it came with a rope here, and it has the lemons. Okay, you got lemons here. The lemons go on the little garland of that. All right, and then we have this little, once again, not gonna stand up on its own. Okay. Oh, this went on the rope too. You put this in the middle, and then you have the lemons on each side, and it says easy peasy. So it's a cute little garland. Fresh lemonade. The painting on these and are just adorable. They're just unusable for what I got them for. Another Hello Summer with the lemon theme. And where your troubles melt like lemon drops. And then you've got this little lemonade stand. So, like I said, Temu did without objection, without a question, gave me my money back. I think they know this was not what it was supposed to be. So anyways, I don't know how I can tell you to do your homework more than that, because I even looked at reviews, and some of the reviews were talking about metal signs. They weren't even talking about what they were showing on there. So that didn't help me either. So just beware. But don't be afraid to ask for your money back, or tell them. I was ready to send it back. I was done with it. But don't be afraid to ask for your money back if they have completely not done what they advertised. So anyways, that's the end of that. All right, for the giveaway, please use the secret word lemon. I was so excited to decorate with the lemons and them. So use the word lemon in your comment down below to be eligible for my giveaway, along with being publicly subscribed and commenting on everybody's video. Once again, huge shout out and thank you to Mary from Mary Catherine Loves Cats for hosting this wonderful collab. And I'll be talking to y'all again real soon. Bye.